Hey everybody, this is Matthew from Nerd News Today. Welcome to a special year-end update and channel update going into 2020. So 2019 was absolutely the biggest year for Nerd News Today ever. We tripled essentially our subscriptions this year. We started, I think, somewhere around 4 or 5K maybe. We made it to about like 7,000 before New York Comic Con, and then New York Comic Con we had a few viral videos that did amazing for us. And as of the time of this video, we're over 21,000 subscribers, which is nuts. This is a channel that's been around since, I think, 2011, and I hadn't really done much with it for years, up until maybe about 3 years ago, roughly, when Andrea came aboard to do some stuff with me here. And the growth has been, obviously, the more we do videos, the more we're getting. But this year in particular was amazing for us. And I really want to keep that momentum going for us in 2020, and that's where I'm going to need some help from you guys out there. So ultimately, this video is going to be about what's going to be different and what's going to be staying the same heading into the new year. Before I start talking about my plans, though, the number one question I've gotten from everybody is, what's with the beard? So you might have noticed that in many videos recently you've seen me with a beard, whereas tons of others you have seen me without a beard. And the reason for that is we basically filmed a ton of stuff. We filmed about 60 videos, mostly in August and September. And the reason being was a few days after New York Comic Con, I had a medical procedure scheduled, and that was going to basically knock me on my butt for a few months, which, I'm still recovering from right now. But I'm at a point where I can start doing more frequent videos again. It's also why I've got the green screen kind of covered up, because I just don't have the energy to kind of handle all the extra work involved with it. So this kind of makes my life a little bit easier for the time being. Green screen will also return in 2020. But, basically I had a scheduled medical procedure. It's been going whatever. It's, like I said, I'm healing slowly but surely. It's getting better, just very, very slowly. And so basically we filmed a ton of things in advance just to make sure we had content while I was unable to do anything. So you're going to see a few more videos with me minus the beard. It's going to be more into the ring, out of the boxes, in fact. For the next probably 2 months, you'll see me without a beard. But going ahead, for the next few months, I'll probably hold on to this at least until the winter's over. We'll see what happens with it after that point. But that's what's up with the beard, and that's what's up with me in general on this site. We basically just made sure we wouldn't have things continue to go even if I was unable to do things. So the big things in our videos has been toy reviews, basically, for most of the past few years. And I love doing toy reviews. It's one of my favorite things to do. But I also don't want to get this channel limited to only those. That's why last year I experimented with a few videos called You Should Be Reading, which is all about comics. Moving ahead, I want to do things besides just toy reviews. I want to do more interviews. I want to do more things about comics. I want to do more things about movies and whatever else there is, maybe some role-playing games. We're definitely going to go back to Warhammer videos, because that's been one of the things I get a lot of people asking about, is when are you going to go back to painting Warhammer? And the answer is very, very soon, but I'll come back to that point. But, we didn't really talk about this earlier, and I feel like I should have, but I didn't get a chance to do a video about it either. And that's the COPPA laws, and what the FTC has done to the YouTube landscape right now with toy reviewers and basically geeky reviewers in general. And that's part of why we're going to try and really go beyond just toys next year. Granted, most of what we do here on the channel was not affected entirely by it, but our Toy Fair coverage is going to definitely be affected by the FTC laws. Some of our other toy reviews will have been affected already by the COPPA laws. So, we want to combat that, because this really is more of an adult channel, or a 13 and older channel. So the plan this year going ahead is to do more things that are more suitable for adult viewers, and to really kind of streamline our audience to where we want them to be. So at the end of the day, COPPA did hurt us a little bit, but not that much, not to the point where we really needed to panic a ton. Other channels were hit way, way, way worse than we were. We were lucky in that regard. But again, we want to kind of change things up, and we want to continue to grow as well. That's been a big thing, because with Nerd News Today, we do a lot of different things. And I feel like that's been one of the things that's actually hurt us in terms of growth, because we are all over the place. And you look at sites like, I'm going to use Pixel Dan as a great example, because Pixel Dan is very, very focused on action figures. There's, I think, Laura Legends, who I've been watching a lot lately. She is just really focused on action figures and certain types of action figures. Whereas we are figures, comics, we'll do plush stuff. And in terms of the figures, we're kind of all over the place also. Next year, we will kind of change up a little bit of how we do the toys. So on that subject, though, what are we going to do for toys next year? We're still going to be pretty diverse. At the end of the day, it's just going to be kind of changing how we do that diversity of what we cover. You're going to continue to see Trek Back Tuesday. That's never going to go away. That's like the number one show we're going to be always committed to. That's more Star Trek figures, and there will be tons of those. We're going to continue to do Marvel figures, but not so much Marvel Legends from Hasbro yet. We might do some more of those, but I actually really got into the Marvel Select figures by Diamond Select, so you're going to see a lot more Marvel Select figures. You're also going to see way more wrestling stuff, because that's one of the things that we love here, and 2020 is going to be a big year for wrestling toys. A lot of different companies are making things, so there's going to be a lot of wrestling figures stuff coming out this year. Statues were also a new thing for us this year. We started doing a lot with Diamond Select. I've got some other stuff from Eagle Moss from Kotobukiya. So there will be a lot more statue stuff, and hopefully not just PVC. We're going to probably head into the resin world of statues soon enough. Again, not just to adult up the channel, if you will, but also because we really like statues. They're a lot of fun. And I feel like, we do a lot of really nice stuff with those videos. So if you haven't watched any of those statue videos yet, I really recommend it. Even if you're not really a statue collector, you might change your mind after you watch some more videos. I'm sure throughout the year we're going to get some other random toys that we're going to want to review. So again, toy reviews are not going to go away, but I really want to make this year a lot less about toys, and especially beyond that. I want to do more things with comics. That's been a big thing for me, is comic book videos, and I'm hoping that I can do a lot more than this year. And I guess before I kind of talk more about my plans, I should tell you how we typically film things and record things here on Nerd News Today. And typically speaking, we record things in bulk. Like as I mentioned before when I was about to go in for my medical procedure, we spent about 2 weeks filming those 60 videos, and I spent a lot of time editing those things, because it's a lot of work, as you can imagine, editing that much amount of stuff in a very short period of time. So that's been how we've done things, and it's worked, and we're going to probably still do that. We usually will film things in bulk, but because of my plans moving ahead for this year, we do want to kind of cut back if we can on the amount of toys, because I want to make some bigger videos. So we're going to have videos about comic book history, and maybe some toy history as well. We'll see how things go with that. But again, we want to really branch things out, so comic book history, more in-depth comic reviews and analysis, more Star Trek stuff as well, more interviews. You know, I basically want to do more long-form content, and that's going to take more time. And if I'm spending that time trying to spit out, 10-minute, 20-minute toy reviews, and not putting it towards something bigger, it's going to be tough to do. In fact, I have plans this year for a few different bigger projects that are related to this channel that I really want to get off the ground soon. And those are going to be long-form documentary content. My full-time work is as a video editor, and I'm also a filmmaker. I do documentary stuff. I'll put some links below to some of my work if you guys want to check it out. It's all on Amazon Prime right now and some other places. That's kind of where my passion is, and I want to bring that to my channel and show you guys what else we can do here. So there's going to be some doc stuff hopefully later this year. It's going to be in time for some very important nerd events, so you have to just stay tuned and see what's up with that. And looking beyond just this channel itself, there are plans for 2, not just 1, but 2 podcasts to be launched later this year, probably in the spring. What they are, I'm not going to tell you guys yet. I'm still making some decisions on names and that kind of thing. But I guess I'll give you a little sneak peek of what the idea is. There will be one that is going to be purely Star Trek related, and the other that is going to be toy related. And you're going to just kind of wait and see what I do with those. And when they happen, I'll let you guys know, obviously. So make sure you stick around for those. But those are 2 things I'm very, very excited for also. And that's going to take away time from me doing as much toy content, let's say, or more action figure content. I'm going to really be focusing on getting those and making those things look really, really good, high quality. Beyond that, again, I also mentioned I'm a filmmaker full-time. I do video editing, freelance, whatever, working at different places. 2020 is really about me kind of like trying to get myself up from, post-surgery and recovering from long-term issues I've been having for a little bit of time. But beyond the podcast, beyond Nerd News Today and those things, I also have things I want to do outside of this. Again, doing the docs, that kind of thing. It's going to marry those 2 together. It's going to marry Nerd News and what I do outside of here together. I have plans for other stuff that's outside of the genre of Nerd News Today and that world. And so I need to make sure I have time to do those things as well. And, this is going to be the year where I really try and focus down and get stuff done. So I don't want to neglect Nerd News Today. I'm not going to neglect it because there's going to be, again, so much content planned already for the year. But there might be some droughts here and there as well, just to let me have time to work on other projects. So hopefully you guys understand that and understand that it's also for the better because, we basically tried a strategy this past year and really beyond that. But in particular this year, we tried a strategy of getting out like at least 3 videos a week almost, in some cases more. For almost the whole year. It was a lot of work. There was Trek Back Tuesday, there was wrestling stuff, there was Warhammer for a while, there's statue reviews. There's always essentially been like 3 a week for this past year, and that's been really hard to keep up with. Whereas we look at other channels and they're doing, still sometimes less content, but they're doing more higher quality stuff, and I kind of want to do that. I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels making these figure reviews because the views don't really match the amount of work I'm putting in. So I think really the best way to get the views I want to get and to get this channel going where I want it to go is to focus on higher quality stuff. And to be honest, I think we do like some really good stuff here already, but it's ready to go up to another notch, and that's what I need to focus on as well. So it's not just going to be this year about quantity, it's going to be really about quality. But at the end of the day, this channel really is about what you guys want to do, not just what I want to do. If you're watching this now, hopefully you are a subscriber, and if you're not, please make sure you do subscribe and make sure to hit the notifications because that really helps our channel out a lot. We're up against a lot of real big behemoths in the YouTube world who are doing, similar things, but for a reason have much larger audiences that we haven't reached yet. And the way you can really help us out is making sure that you do like our videos, that you interact and you comment on all of our videos. The interaction helps with YouTube's algorithms. It's what we need to really survive and keep moving along. And best of all, it's how you get to tell us what you want us to do. We need your input to know what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. So talking to us in the chat, giving us comments, hitting the like, interacting with us on social media especially would be really big, and that's why we always have this little bar on the bottom of the screen telling you guys where to look for that stuff. Again, we need to have more interaction. And that's where you guys who are watching this will come into play and hopefully start giving us more likes, sharing the videos with your friends, just letting people know that we exist. Because at the end of the day, this channel really is for you guys out there watching this. So if you want to let us know what to do, tell us in this video, tell us in other videos. Just make sure you're talking with us. We want to do more things. We want to hear from you. So that's kind of like a quick rundown of long-term plans. What's next in the immediate future? Well, coming up, we do have more statue reviews. There will be more Marvel Select figure reviews, probably some mini-mates. We're going to have the Avatar figures coming very soon also from Diamond Select. We got a lot more wrestling stuff. Warhammer will make its return fairly soon. I'm going to start filming some more comic videos, I believe, in a few weeks as well. And most likely, from now until about Toy Fair, there's going to still be a pretty high amount of videos coming out, but won't be as much as it's been. And that's because we're going to really be focusing on having a sort of channel relaunch, if you will, by the spring. So more than likely March, April time, that's where we're going to get the 2 podcasts going. It's when we're going to get some more of these other long form videos I mentioned going out there. So, basically stick around. Hope you'll still watch everything that we're doing, and stay tuned for the big things we're planning, because I want to make 2020 the year for Nerd News Today and for a lot of other things I'm working on. And again, without your support, we can't do that. So on behalf of myself, on behalf of Andrea, on behalf of Vinny, we are very happy that you guys have been with us for so long, and we hope that you stick around with us for the long run, because we're not giving this thing up anytime soon. We got a lot more work to do, got a lot more toys to talk about, got a lot more figures to play with, and we got a lot more things that we haven't even done yet that we're going to give you in 2020 and beyond. So thank you, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, all the things. We love you guys, and you help us make our channel great. See you in 2020. Oh, and my last thing, by the way, my gift for you on this coming Monday, make sure you stick around. First time ever, blooper reel. That one's gonna hurt us. So, all right, I'm Matthew. This is Nerd News Today. This is our State of the Union for 2019 and our State of the Union moving ahead for 2020. See y'all in the new year. Live long and prosper.